Hey, how's everybody doing? This is Eddie Cephas from World Brotherhood Community, and this is a day of irony for us. We are standing in front of the Louisville slave market on the celebration of Martin Luther King Day, and I'm panning so you can get a glimpse of the background and the old slave market. This is also a day of irony, obviously, since King was all about liberation, freedom, and the creation of the beloved community. Also, I want to introduce you, as another form of irony, to a brother named Farouk Hunter and his book, The Principles of Freedom. That's also irony. Because I see in this book, let me see, I think I have a copy of it right here that I want to hold up, if you can see this. If you can see that, The Principles of Freedom. And now I'm going to turn it around where you can catch a glimpse of his author, brother Farouk Hunter. Now, I came to know this brother through mostly social media, like Zoom. And I came to be very impressed with his vision of community. So I am highly recommending his book. And I am going to be adding a link to how you can purchase the book. It's already available on Amazon. But I'm also going to be including a link where you can get it a little cheaper directly by buying it from Freedom Nation, the organization that Brother Farouk started. We are also at WBC, well, at least I am writing a review of The Principles of Freedom. It's a very dynamic book. It's not a abstract theoretical tome. It's more of a practical, pragmatic guide to achieving what Martin Luther King called the beloved community. So I highly recommend this book. The book have much practical insight about achieving what it is that WBC is trying to do. One of the ways I have learned a long time ago to achieve the vision of building what you're trying to do is to go out and find a model of somebody who is already doing it or has already done it. For us, that was Freedom Nation. If you check out Freedom Nation, you can go to their website, and they are doing a lot of things in microcosm, what we're trying to do on a much larger scale. So it was inevitable that I would be drawn to an organization like this. So I want to challenge you to check out Freedom Nation, buy the book, purchase the book. It's available on Amazon. And again, I want to give you some homework. Read the book, discuss the book, because at WBC, we've chosen at least 2 books that will serve as a manual or guide to building our beloved community. One of them is Dr. Robert Franklin's Crisis in the Village. And the second one is this book, The Principles of Freedom. So you can get ahead of us by purchasing these books, reading them, and becoming wise. So when you start attending our conventions, you can impress your friends by how intelligent you are. So buy the book, get a head start. And one thing that we want to impress is the irony of what's in the background here. Again, I want to pan over. I want you to see the bell stand that was rang when one of your ancestors was sold into slavery. That's a very sad thing. And so you can see the irony of why we are pressing the idea of freedom, the beloved community, on this Martin Luther King's Day, and why WBC's vision and how it's connected to the whole concept of creating liberated communities. So I highly recommend the book, The Principles of Freedom. Get the book, share it and recommend it to others. It's going to be one of the manuals that we're going to be using to help build our own beloved community. And get to know Brother Farouk Hunter, who, as I was reading the book, started to see as a kind of Bob Moses for our generation. And if you don't know Bob Moses, that's one of the points that I'm going to make in my review when I review the book. It is the people who are often on the periphery, in the shadows, that are the ones that we really should be listening to. Not so much the mainstream intellectuals, but the ones who are on the ones who are in the shadows, on the margins, in the periphery. And one of those brothers that we should be hearing, who are on the periphery, and that I'm trying to bring to the center, is Brother Farouk Hunter. So get the book, The Principles of Freedom. Peace.